Hello and welcome back to Skeggsy on the farm in rural Thailand. As always, I do hope this video finds you well. We've decided that we cannot wait any longer to start cutting rice. Since that cyclone went through the Philippines and Vietnam and Thailand, we've basically had 24 hours of solid heavy rain, and it's made all the land around us really wet. This particular field doesn't show it quite so much because it was filled with soil and it was raised up a little bit. It's still very wet in there, and that's Blackie and looks like Nuan going through looking for rats. But the rest of the land, it looks like this. It's absolutely soaked, and it's going to cause us problems next year because it's not leaving much straw for us to pick up and turn into hay bales and feed for the cows next year. I think a lot of people in the area are going to have serious problems. But the machine, as you can see, is going through and it's just leaving a mess, an absolute mess of the land. It's collecting the rice off of it. Some of the land around us, it's actually been blown over, but it will actually still collect. If it's on the ground for too long, then it will go mouldy and rot, so you have to get it off the ground as soon as you can. Once the rice cutter has been through the land, it will store the rice, and then they come along to trucks like this, and then it's then put into the truck, and it would then go straight off to the factory where they grade it and basically tell you how much you've got, and then give you a price for it. I think at the moment it's about 10 baht a kilo, which is again not very good, but then that's coming from the government. That's telling you that the government, Thailand, is going through some really bad political problems at the moment, and the government will tell you what the factory should be giving you for its rice. It was also Lardy Tong this week. Lardy Tong is where the Thais go and give praise for the water. Normally they thank the water gods for looking after them, but whether they would go and do the same thing this year, I don't know. But it's always on the first full moon of the year. And people were a little bit subdued this year because the Queen of King number 9 sadly passed away. She was in a good old age, but she passed away, and Thailand had a lot of respect for her, for King number 9 and her, and some of Thailand, or a lot of Thailand, has gone into mourning for a whole year. This vehicle is reversing. So Thailand have gone into mourning. A lot of the programs you watch on TV, all the newscasters or news readers are all wearing black, and all the government buildings, everybody's wearing black, and they have to do that for a whole year. As Farang, or foreigners, we're told just to keep the excitement down, to wear sensible colours, not to be too bright, and to actually show respect, because as I say, a lot of Thais would really respect the mourning of Queen number 9. Now again, as this machine goes in, this is not our land. This is our land is just there on the left hand side. This is Deap's sister's land. She didn't want to do rice, so Auntie has actually rented it from her, and she planted, well, Chai and Deap planted the seed, and Auntie paid for it all. So as you see, the machine goes in. These fields are absolutely soaking wet, they really are. We've had more rain this year than ever before. I've been here, 4 years now? I think this is my 4th year, and I never seen rain or seen the land quite so wet. It's really bad, and as I said earlier on in the video, that it's going to cause us problems as this machine goes into the land. You can see it's pumping out straw, but it's absolutely soaking wet. Now normally give it two or 3 days on the land, and then we would come along with our baler and then put all that straw into hay bales and then take it back to the yard and store it for next year. But we can't go in with a hay baler, it's literally too wet, and this straw is too wet. So unless we have some serious sunshine in the next month, with some real proper heat, we and a lot of other people around us are going to struggle for straw next year. It's going to be a problem. Auntie decided that she wanted to save some of her rice for next year. It's literally put out onto the roads and it dries in the heat of the sun, and the lads are looking at these clouds here and thinking, hang on, that wind's back, we better cover it over. So what they do is it lays in the sun most of the day, and then as the weather changes they will cover it over and then put tarpaulin over the top of that, and that rice will then be dried. As you know, that I'm coming home soon, and I'm going to have to pack a suitcase. Well, that's my sort of carry on the aeroplane bag, and it's got pigeons living on the top of it, and there's 2 eggs in that at the moment, and we have a pigeon laying on top of it, and we're going to end up with 2 babies. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get my carry-on bag. I wanted to show you this. This is back in June. In fact, I think it's June the 18th that this was taken. This is where I take the dogs every day. We actually live at the other end of that lane there where Pickle is, and that's our land over the top, and that's where we live. But you can see the difference between the 2 videos. This has now got rice on it. It's probably about 3 foot high. Some of it has already been blown over, but the people who actually own this field have decided that it's still too wet and they cannot go in. They come every day and try and get rid of some of the water, but this is literally just water that's come off of that field, and the dogs normally go into it and either drink it, or if it's a hot day like this was, it was about 29-30 degrees when I took the dogs this time, and after they run they just like to sit down and cool off a bit. That's Blackie there calling his bits, and that's we call her puppy dog. She's a male. No, she's a female, and nobody wants females when they're puppies, so she was called Puppy, and just the name's basically always set. So that's been November so far. As I say, at the moment it's about the 12th of November. On the 22nd my mate Andy comes out, and we're going to spend 10 days in Wahin, and then we get on an aeroplane back to the UK on the 2nd of December, back for the Christmas party nights. So if you've been enjoying my videos like this, hopefully I'll be able to come up and say hello, and you come up and say hello, and we'll be able to catch up in December. They start on the 5th of December in Crawley, and they go through to the 19th, and then we go out to the Holbrook Club in Horsham, which has now been sold out for almost a month, and we'll be able to celebrate. So if I don't talk to you before then, people, hopefully I'll catch up with you in December. This has been Skeggsy on the farm in Rural Thailand. As always, I hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you again soon, people. Bye bye for now. Ta-da.